Hi, this is Mark Vickers, Product Director for AgendaPlus. In this short training video, we're going to share with you some information to help you prepare for an upcoming City Council meeting. The IT team will provide you your login credentials, and when you log into AgendaPlus, the first screen you'll see is the dashboard. And the dashboard simply shows you upcoming meetings and the number of items on that agenda. When you click on the Meeting Agendas tab on the left-hand side, the listing of past agendas and current agendas will be listed. In this case, we're going to be working with the March 30th City Council meeting. The eyeball in AgendaPlus is universally used to display the information about a record that you're looking at. So we're going to click on the eyeball and the View option and see all of the items for this particular agenda. When you first open up an agenda, what you're going to be seeing on the screen is the primary categories that could be used on an agenda. Now, this does not mean that they all have items, just that they could contain items. You'll notice that there's a plus sign on the left-hand side. The plus sign indicates that there's something underneath that. It's a standard tree structure. Click on the plus sign, and under presentations, we see there are in fact 3 presentations listed on the agenda for this meeting. We look under zoning, we've got a couple of items under zoning. And if we look under bids and contracts, we see that we actually have subcategories for each bureau chief within the city. Within those, we will see the individual items. When you're working in AgendaPlus, you have a couple of options as to how you can navigate and view the items. When you first came into AgendaPlus, the agenda structure was collapsed. If you choose Expand All, the system will automatically expand and display all menu or agenda items within the entire agenda. And often that's the fastest way to see the information. Now, once you've got your agenda expanded, you see all the individual items. You can again click on the eyeball. By clicking on the eyeball, you see the detail of that individual item. So let's just go through quickly the information on the screen. The board, that's the City of Savannah, the agenda name, status of the agenda. Released means that the agenda is final, or as final as an agenda ever is until the meeting is actually concluded, and that it is now available for public review as well as for the council members to review. The meeting date is listed, the category of the current item, subcategory if applicable, and the approval path. The approval path indicates who or what the process was of the item getting approved. Now, in this case, we used a generic March 30th only approval path. Typically, it will be a bureau chief approval path that you'll be seeing there. The description gives you the primary description of this particular agenda item, along with any recommendation or financial impacts. You'll also see the name of the initial author of the item and who last updated the item. We also have an attachment section, and I'll show you on another item how to use the attachments, as well as the audit history for the item, so that you can see who created, approved, and may have modified that item somewhere along the line. When you're done looking at the item detail, you can click the Close button at the bottom of the screen or the X at the top of the screen. So we'll just click on the X. Let's take a look at an alcohol beverage license hearing item. We click on the eyeball beside Sarah Booth. And again, we see the exact same screen with the detail of what this item is pertaining to. In the title section, in the attachments section, we see the title of the attachment, which is just the file name, and the download icon. Click on it, and in this case, we see a photo. Typically, that will be a PDF file that will open and be able to be viewed. Now, notice in the detail of the history of this item, we can see that the attachment was added by Tanya, and we can basically walk through the entire history of this item. Click on the X to close out. Go to a zoning hearing. Click on the eyeball. Again, the exact same structure. The title of the item up above, the description, the detail. In this case, we have 2 attachments. Click on the attachment download. In this case, it's a PDF file. The PDF opens in your browser. You can view it. When you're done with that attachment, just close the browser tab and you're right back to the item. Okay. Click on the X, you're returned back to the agenda. So the eyeball everywhere is what you use to view the detail of the item. Now let's take a look at the notepad, annotations. On any item, you can add a personal note. This is a note or an annotation for yourself for your own personal use. You're the only one who can see this, and you do have the ability to send yourself an email containing all of your annotations. It's a quick and easy way to leave yourself some notes, reminders, questions, discussion points that you may want to raise. Now keep in mind, while I did say that you're the only person who can see these, in the event of a Freedom of Information type request of the city, these are available through the Agile Tech development team. We can pull a report of all of the annotations if required by the city attorney. We update that note. Our annotation has now been recorded. Now, one of the things you will notice on the agenda is that when you leave an annotation or make an annotation, the annotation icon turns green. So there's the one we just did on the moratorium of new hotel development. And down here you'll see there's another annotation that I had previously added on this particular request. So again, eyeball to view, annotation to leave yourself some notes. The I, request additional information. In some cases, you may find you have a need, for whatever reason, to request additional information about this item. When you click on the I, you'll be presented with a list of users. Now, from the information contained on the item detail, you know who authored the item as well as who approved the item. So from that information, you can choose who you want to send the information to, enter in an actual message, click on request more information, and an email will automatically be sent to that user. In terms of preparing for the meeting, the last thing I want to share with you is email annotations. If you've left yourself some notes and you want to email those to yourselves, simply click on email annotation, put in an email address and a message to yourself, and that could be the notes for upcoming meeting, whatever you want to say. And AgendaPlus will send you a listing that basically shows all of the items for the agenda and what your annotations are. So again, just a quick way to keep some notes and discussion points handy. When you're done with AgendaPlus or with this particular agenda, you can click on Meeting Agendas. It shows you again your list of upcoming meetings. In the top right-hand corner, when you log in, you will see your name. When you're done, simply log out, and we return to the AgendaPlus login screen. I hope this quick training has been helpful. Please take some time, go into AgendaPlus and take a look at the agendas that are there. Play around with it, watch this video a second or third time, and good luck with AgendaPlus and in all your deliberations for your upcoming council meetings. Thank you.